In this video, we're going to be talking about fuel system. I'm going to show y'all how to do the in-tank fuel pump. We got the Walbro 255 right here. This is the factory fuel pump that's in the tank. This one don't supply enough fuel for the LS. I'd already cut that out. That's all. I did that earlier. But all you do basically is just cut your wires off because it's a different plug than the Walbro. So you got your ground here for the new fuel pump, and that's your hot, and we're gonna solder them together. This purple wire right here, you don't mess with it because that's your fuel sending for the gauge. But you take your wire strippers. I'll strip these back a little bit. Since these are the only two we're gonna need. Strip them back. Don't forget your heat shrink. I always hate soldering these together and forgetting to put the heat shrink on them. So you gotta restart and do it all over. Slide them there. You take your new plug for your new fuel pump and do the same thing. Strip it back. What you want to do, the black's going to be your ground, the red is your power. We'll twist these together. Okay, now that you got that soldered up, I went ahead and covered it up because it don't look good. And soldering's not my specialty at all, but you slide your heat shrink down and you just hit it with some heat and it shrinks. That's why I call it heat shrink. Just like that. Gonna do our ground here. And what I like to do, I just peel a few of them back and like that, and put this one in here, kind of twist it up a little bit. Yeah, I don't really know how to solder, I just do what I can with it. I'm not a professional solderer. Twist them together like that right there. Put them all back together. Clean, bro. Clean job you did there. Thanks, bro. Amen. Thank God that's over. Okay, so when you buy the Walbro 255, it'll come with a kit, and it comes with the little socket that goes on the bottom. And this thing, if you want to put it on there, we're not going to. And this goes on the bottom, and it had a piece that I cut off right here. But I just cut it off because it gets in the way. I was going to put it in here, so I just put it right here to cut the bottom off so it'll slide all the way on there, just to help it a little bit if it does. And then it comes with a little piece of fuel line. You'll put that on there, and this is our feed that comes in the tank. So that's where we're going to go with the pump. It's going to basically, I'm going to try to get it to sit in sit in that keeper, and we'll slide this on our feed line and just zip tie it to the sending unit right there. But it's pretty cold out, so we're gonna heat up this so maybe it'll slide on there a little easier. Just like that. Just like that right there. Alright, you want to slide it up as far as you can get it. Let's see if it's going to sit in there. Yeah, okay, we might slid up a little too far. Okay, so we couldn't use that little keeper on the bottom because it got in the way of our sock right there. So, you're farting, okay. Slide your clamp up here. Slide your clamp up, clamp it down. Make sure she's good and tight. In order to do her. And then we're going to take a zip tie and just zip tie the pump to this is a return line right there. Maybe. Alright, now that she's zip tied up, you just take your plug right here. Plug it in. And then the wire's coming out of this is your ground, and this one's got a plug on it. So this is your ground. One of these is to turn the pump on, and then one of those is for the gauge for the sending unit. And we got our wires soldered up here. Just kind of put them where they're happy, somewhere in there. We got the pump zip tied on there. Now we're gonna throw our sock on, and look at that, it's gonna hit right on the sending unit. Ain't that great? Yep, sending unit's gonna rest on it, that's okay. And it comes with a little lock ring. Wow, that's tiny. What you'll do is you'll set it on there and try to get it started. And I'll take some pliers and just really hammer down on it like that right there. And it's good to go. There's our new sending unit for the swap. That should be okay, I guess. Yeah, that's it. We'll get it put back in the tank. Hope that was informative to y'all. We tried. We're gonna ride up here to the local Walmart and grab some paint. I'm gonna paint the engine bay and do some undercoating and stuff. All right, we got the engine bay painted up. I'll show you right quick. It's a little dark, but we got this painted up. That's a little bit of rain. It's dry though, but it rained on a little bit. We got the frame painted up a little bit. Just cleaned it up a little bit. All right, we just used our stock tank we got in here. Just threw some fresh paint on it because it was trying to rust on me. We're just gonna slide the tank in there. So we got the center unit back in here. This is our vent hose, like a factory vent hose. I just stuck a little piece of hose on it. It's gonna be our return line because we got return style rails on the LS. That's our return, and this is our main feed line. We're gonna put 3/8 just rubber hose all the way up, and 5/16 rubber hose all the way up. All right, we're gonna get the gas tank put back in, throw some paint on the bottom of it, and we'll be done back here.
That'll do it right there.
Oh yeah, this gets her done. My hose is still good. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it for today's video on the fuel system. We'll talk a little bit more about fuel stuff when we get the motor in, start hooking lines up and stuff. I already got my hoses ran up to the engine bay. I've just got to set the motor in there and start hooking everything up. Y'all stay tuned. We got the C10. I'm waiting on mounts still. We're gonna drop the motor in this here soon. Waiting on my harnesses to get back for both of these. As soon as we get a harness for this, I'll have everything to get this going. So y'all stay tuned. We got a lot more stuff coming up on this. As soon as we get done with this car here, we're gonna start working on my Omega. Y'all remember it's gonna be a turbo LS build, so y'all stay tuned for that. We got Noah's El Camino. He's gonna bring it over here. We're gonna do a little bit of stuff to it. And that's a wrap.